Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Boruto and Naruto Next Generation's Chapter 30. When we last left off, we spent more time with in the Uzumaki household with Kawaki, as Kawaki actually got some good character work done, which he has not done up to this point. We got to see a bit of a softer side of Kawaki as he really warms up to Himawari, and also see a bit more of his abuse at the hands of Jigen, all of which kind of comes together to make him a bit more understandable, likable. He's not the asshole he's been the past few chapters, where his entire personality trait was calling everybody that moved an asshole. But yeah, anyway, while he was afterwards, he decided to rebuild the vase he broke way back when. But while doing that, he was spotted by one of Kashin Koji's toads, so Kashin Koji knows where he is. And that's where we go into this month's chapter. Before we do that, though, just a reminder, I have my straw poll down below for next season's anime reviews. It is fast approaching. It'll be the new year in like 11 days. So yeah, fill that out. Let me know what you want to see me review on the channel next season, Anyway, moving right along into Chapter 30, Confrontation. We have our first big plot twist of the month, is that Delta's blonde, along with a lot of yellow going on. Like bright yellow eyebrows, yellow lipstick, yellow nails. She's just got a much more yellow color scheme than I imagined. Get what you want using brute force. Alright. So we open up in the Uzumaki household as Kawaki is trying to piece together Himawari's vase. He's struggling to find the matching pieces. And Himawari is looking at him, kind of concerned in her eyes. Oi, what are you looking at? Well, are you really planning on fixing this entire thing? Kawaki just looks down at it. I thought that I would, but this is impossible. No matter how I think about it, this is unreasonable. It'll be a waste of time. You even went out to buy a new flower vase for me. That's more than enough. Thank you. Kawaki looks down at the vase. Boruto is listening to them from behind the wall. He notices what Kawaki's doing. And we see Koji's toad looking in through the window. And somewhere else in the village, Kashin Koji's hiding behind a fence, it looks like. I thought they would have been strictly confined somehow, but by no means would I have thought that he would become a freeloader of the Hokage's residence. I see. But the way things are right now, I can't carelessly interfere with them. Well, I guess that'll keep Kawaki safe for now. It's not like Kashin Koji's gonna come barging down the door into Casa Uzumaki. But yeah. Although, honestly, I have no intentions of planning to get involved or anything. Kukuku. I'll be looking forward to everything, Kawaki. And also from you, Uzumaki Boruto. We hear some kind of noise all throughout the village as we cut to the gates. Delta is super mad. Her fist is in the trunk of a tree, cracked a hole in it from sheer pressure, it looks like. Urgh, damn it! I've had enough already. I'm so pissed off I think I'm gonna faint. I don't care who it'll be. I'm in the mood to beat someone to death. That shithead Kashin Koji. At this rate, it doesn't feel like he'll be coming back. And she swishes her other arm out. I don't know what she's doing there. And we see it looks like a Triforce on her back. Some kind of triangle-based design on her back. Her dress has a large heart-shaped hole on her back, or maybe the design is on the dress itself. I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, I hope it's on the dress itself because the triangle thing pops up and reveals some bug-looking spy drone. I'm guessing pops out of her outfit, or maybe I don't know. That seems pretty deep. Maybe she is a robot. Holy shit. I don't know. Since this thing doesn't have chakra, the Yamanaka and their comrades shouldn't be able to sense it. Go. Please inform me about Kawaki's whereabouts. The drone kind of whirs and zooms off into the village. To go do some reconnaissance. Boruto walks into the room where Kawaki and Himawari are. He sees Kawaki building the vase. Big brother? How shameful. Are you just going to give up because it seems like it'll be too hard for you? I said this is irrational, alright? This is such a stupid thing to be doing. And Boruto, Oh, he lifts his arm up to like show the karma to Kawaki. Didn't you want to research karma? Alrighty then, I'll help you out. Isn't this a curious turn of events? And Boruto just like looks at him. Not in particular. I just think that you brought up some solid points to what you said. I also want to be able to master it a bit more. That's all I meant. And Kawaki like looks up at him. I see. So you thought of all that by yourself, in your own stupid way. Don't get so carried away, you asshole. That's fine. I'll show you everything I know. And Boruto looks at him. And then they head out to I think this is the same training ground where he sparred with Naruto. Now with Naruto in tow. The format will be an actual combat. Because it'll make things easier. Because for an asshole like you, it'll probably be easier for you to activate it when you're being driven into a corner. Oh, this is Kawaki talking. I thought it was Boruto for a sec. Well, but I'll go easy on you, of course. You don't need to do something like that. If you're going to underestimate me, you're the one who's going to have a bad time. And they both activate their karmas, heading at each other. Do your best, big brother. You too, Kawaki. Himawari's such a good kid. Himawari's just an adorable kid. But Naruto looks on, deep in thought. Now then, I wonder what'll happen. And they both stare at each other. We see their eyes that are like marked by their karmas as they get right next to each other, keep walking closer and closer, and they just go at it with the taijutsu. Boruto bringing up a knee and an arm, and both of them blocked by Kawaki's two arms. Kawaki goes for a kick, but Boruto ducks under him. And Kawaki uses his weird arm thing that we found out last month was not chakra related. Going for Boruto. And he like jabs down at him, and Boruto gets out of the way and throws some shuriken at him. But the arm expands and it blocks the shuriken. What is that? How did that happen? It's because of scientific ninja tools. That's what his body is made of. Oh, so it's right, because he, what's his face? Katasuke did say back when Kawaki was first introduced that he was like practically made of scientific ninja tools. So yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, Boruto lands on the ground. The speed and agility of your body isn't bad at all. Should we move on to the next step? And Boruto looks at him with some surprise. Try out the absorption. Alrighty. And he gets like a energy beam going into the palm of his hand. Don't dodge it. Oi, are you serious? Why are you saying this all of a sudden? Naruto like looks on, a bit more concerned. Do it, since it's not the first time you've done it. And he fires the energy blast at Boruto. Gwah! And Boruto jumps and dodges it. You bastard! Were you supposed to be going easy on me? But I am. Don't worry. And he fires another large blast. It'll only hurt a little. And it goes straight for Boruto, and Boruto aims his karma at it. Gwah! Shit! And he absorbs it. Ow! This hurts! We see their like burn marks now on Boruto's palm where the karma was, or karma is still. Both Kawaki and Naruto look up. Damn it! It's not that easy for me to do it so abruptly, you know. Tell me how to do it. How do you do that? Even that's difficult for you? You're surprisingly bad at this. What's wrong with this thing? And Naruto's kind of like sighs. And as I think two people leave, or maybe not. There are two sets of lines here that seem like someone's jumping away, but maybe it's not because we see Boruto and Kawaki still there, and Himawari can't move like that. But anyway, more importantly, the Kashinkoji Toad is looking on, and he is staring at them. As of course Koji's on the other side. Just a quick glimpse to remind us that he's still there, you know. And Boruto is still yelling at Kawaki. This is all your fault! But Naruto walks up. Boruto, is the sparring already over? In that case, properly end it with the seal of reconciliation. And Boruto looks at Kawaki. Hey, stick your hand out like this. And Kawaki moves his hand to make the seal. And they come into contact with each other, and an image of Momoshiki's face appears. Okay. Alright. And he feels this like throbbing in his arm. Boruto? Kawaki seems to feel something, but not quite as powerful as Boruto does. And from the Toad, Koji, what? What's going on? And he notices something. And he sees the burn marks on Boruto's palm all fade away. And he's surprised by this. And Boruto keeps clutching his palm, that still looks dirty. Actually, I don't know what this shot is. I don't know. Gah. And he looks at Kawaki. Just now, Otsutsuki, Momoshiki, and he has another vision of Momoshiki. What's going on? Why did a form of that guy appear just now? What the heck was that shit? And Boruto looks up at him. Kawaki, did you see something just now? Huh? What? What are you talking about? And Boruto just looks at him. So I was the only one who saw that? Naruto runs up to them. Are the two of you alright? There's another Boruto line I missed. What the heck was that? Yeah, it happens regularly. It hurts every once in a while. It's nothing. And Koji's doing some more thinking about everything. Surely by now, Boruto's wound is healed. Perhaps unconsciously, and not intentionally. It couldn't be confirmed from Kawaki's method, but was that phenomenon because of karma, or was it a special trait of Boruto himself? At this point, I can't make any conclusions. If he has the same power as Jigen, that guy will be a bit bothersome. So maybe only Jigen's killed Otsutsuki before, and the rest of and whatever other karma users there are somehow different. Maybe they're all artificial karma users like Kawaki? I don't know. Meanwhile, with Delta, her camera, her spy drone is like flying over the city, the village, and it glares down at the sparring ground where Kawaki is. And she sees Kawaki with the rest of the Uzumakis, and she blinks. I found you. Meanwhile, she runs up to like the village walls. I wonder if that jerk Koji is yet to find Kawaki. But for now, it doesn't matter which one of us does. And she jumps over the village wall. From here on out, they'll be able to sense me. And her legs split in two. I don't know what's going on there. I guess I'll take my chances. And she, like, blasts away. She's got, like, rocket legs. Oh, shit, duh. Because Kawaki is all scientific ninja tools, right? So, what if the rest of Kara are? And what if they're all based on somebody, right? At least the main members are. And so it's not that Koji is Jiraiya, or like the son of Jiraiya, or some other Mount Miyaboku guy. But he's one of these artificial humans, the synthetics from the anime. Or something akin to the synthetics from the anime. But based off of Jiraiya. Maybe, I don't know, Jigen got like a DNA sample from Jiraiya stored somewhere, and he made a clone of Jiraiya. Oh, I think I'm on something, y'all. Just y'all wait. I'm gonna be right. Alright, anyway, Delta like blasts off into the village. Flying, we cut to Ino, who is working at her flower shop. Thank you, as she sees some customers goodbye. And she notices Delta's chakra. This is operator. Did you perceive that? Got it. Chakra data comparison in progress. No matches. It's a new one. And Ino picks all this up, I guess, on like a radio thing, or maybe the jutsu Inoichi used throughout the war. Understood. She contacts Naruto. Naruto, is now a good time? Yeah. How many people? Just one. They're heading straight towards you. Understood. Please tell the military police division not to mobilize. I'll personally deal with them. Understood. Delta continues to fly through the Leaf Village, and Koji gets a glimpse of her. Delta, you idiot. You're mobilizing so shamelessly. Delta continues flying through. So I was about to, if this had not happened in this chapter, at the end of the video, I was going to like complain that as good as the content we're getting is, and all of these like slow character beats and starting to really understand the power of the karma are all that's good shit and all, but like it's really starting to feel slow. But with stuff like this, finally the plot's coming back into play. We're getting more fights. Anyway, I'll have a more rational, more complete analysis once the chapter is over. You three, please listen. We're back with Naruto. They'll be here soon. Soon. Boruto, take Hima and run away. Boruto, like, is kind of not in a fully battle-ready state. What kind of enemy? Probably those guys who are pursuing after Kawaki. I'll defeat them here. Are we gonna see Naruto fight again? We haven't seen him fight in years. I don't think we've seen him fight since he fought Momoshiki back in whatever 2016. And Kawaki looks at him. Hurry up and go, Boruto. You're running out of time. Oh, yeah. And Delta keeps going. She makes contact with her drone. So you were here, eh? And she comes down before Boruto and the rest got a chance to leave. She makes contact. Kawaki recognized her. I mean, you asshole, Delta. And Delta looks at all of them. How extreme should my punishment be? Judging by your face, you seem to remember it well, Kawaki. And the group all looks on. An assault by Delta, formidable foe. Konoha versus Kara. Their battle for Kawaki begins. The next chapter will be published in Weekly Shonen Jump number 9, which will be released on January 28th. The 6th volume, which is the latest installment of the series, is very popular and on sale now. So 128, I think, is 5.5 weeks from now. We got a long wait till 31. But this is a pretty good chapter going to tide us over. Oh, wait, there's another page. It's just a random page, I guess. So I guess I'll read this. Boruto and Shikadai, who we've not seen in the manga in a long time, if ever even. Maybe he showed up briefly in the tuning exams, but whatever. About that guy Kawaki. Seemed like he was raised in a terrible environment. While they're chattering. The other day he ate taiyaki, but it seems as though he was incredibly and deeply moved by it. Seriously? So when that guy eats taiyaki, what if we serve him a huge portion of wasabi instead of red bean? I wonder what kind of reaction he'll have to it. Don't you think that's a bad thing to do? Kukuku. Let's give him a baptism, but Konoha style. Meanwhile, at the Uzumaki residence, or sometime later, it should say, isn't that a taiyaki? I guess it'll be fine if I eat it. And he takes a bite. Boruto and Shikadai are watching him. Alrighty, he's eating it. Hehehe. And Boruto, or not Kawaki has this reaction. What? This is frickin' delicious! No matter what he eats, Kawaki will think it's delicious. Their mission was a failure. Boruto's end of the year extra arc end. Okay, I guess this is an extra chapter because it's the last chapter of the year. Anyway, we got some more good research into the powers of the karma with Boruto and Kawaki. There was that shot of Momoshiki. I don't know what's going to end up coming of that in the future. But yeah, the specter of Momoshiki looms large over Boruto. I'll just leave it at that. Beyond that, it was a good chapter. It wasn't really a standout one. The fight between Boruto and Kawaki was fun. You know, the same great fight stuff that Kadachi and Ikemoto have been giving us for years now. You know, you expect a good fight from Boruto. From the manga, at least. But then, you know, Delta has broken all of Kashin Koji's advice and has now come in to deal with the fight herself, because she's just too impatient. Koji is still hiding somewhere in the village. And based on... I am fairly convinced the theory I had a few minutes ago about the truth about Kashin Koji is going to be right. Because definitely, he's built up too much to be Jiraiya to not have any relation to him at this point. You know, he has Leaf Village Chakra, he has Toad Summoning. At this point, he's probably somehow related to Jiraiya. I think he's some kind of clone, kind of like the synthetics, or the fabrications, whatever you want to call them. That's my theory, and until it's proven wrong, I'm sticking with it. I think he's a Jiraiya clone. And that doesn't seem the best way to kind of like answer the mysteries the show has set up over Koji, while also not shitting all over Jiraiya's death from Naruto, because that was one of the best moments in the series right there. But yeah, this was a slow chapter. It was a pretty slow chapter until the very end. You know, we got more moments of Kawaki trying to be a better person and kind of succeeding as he tries to build the vase, even if he finds it hard and wants to give up. And then he wants to, of course, keep doing research. And Boruto and Kawaki are both kind of learning from each other. I find it a super cool thing to note. Kawaki's becoming just a nicer person in general, as he's like willing to fix the vase of his own free will. Even if he kind of like tries to back out later on, he definitely like goes for it. And Boruto is becoming a bit more, I guess, ready to like in the beginning he like just hated Kawaki, and now he's here to be like acknowledge that Kawaki brought up some solid points in his need to study more about the karma. So yeah, all in all, this was a pretty good chapter. It was still slow, but next month, I mean, seems to be break us free from that. In case you couldn't tell how something I am, we're gonna be gonna do. I don't know. All right. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble now. So that's really all I have to say for this month's chapter. I hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!